Well, another season of Wisconsin hockey's upon us. I'm Brian Posick. On Sunday, the Badgers opened the season with an exhibition game against Victoria and won 8-2. Max Zimmer scored twice and 4 freshmen lit the lamp. Roman Ashan, Nick Mesner, Dominic Mersch, and Brock Caulfield. The goaltenders weren't tested very much, but they will be this weekend when it starts for real. The Badgers welcome Boston College to the Kohl Center. And stay tuned. Tony Granato is joining us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Well, Badgers coach Tony Granato with us, starting his 3rd season behind the bench with Mark Osicki and Mark Strobel. Brad Winchester now on as a volunteer assistant. Shane Connolly aboard as well. And I know I'm excited for this hockey season, and there's reason to be. Got a lot of good pieces coming back, but also 9 freshmen that they add to the mix, and they're all going to contribute in some form or fashion, don't you think?
I do. We're really excited about this class. Yesterday was a good start to the season, getting them all on the ice. Jack Kornak was the only one that wasn't able to play due to some paperwork with the NCAA, but he's cleared and will be in the lineup this weekend against Boston College. So they all contributed, they all played hard. Their practice habits, their character, their work ethic, the grit is really an exciting thing for us to see as coaches. They came in here, I think our leaders and Seamus and Peter helped the kids along, feel comfortable early, and they've allowed them to get into practice, feel part of the team right out of the gate. And certainly in the first game that you saw against Victoria, they were on the ice a lot and were big contributors to our victory. Yeah,
you mentioned Seamus Malone, alternate captain. Peter Tischke is the team captain, and boy, Peter's come a long way since you first took this job. Yeah,
it's funny, and you know, I've said it, and I haven't talked to him about it, but I remember our first meeting that we had right when I got on campus, and the reports after that first year, obviously it wasn't a good year. They didn't win a lot of games, and the team had struggled, and there was a lot of negative reports about the players and the program. And I remember sitting down with Peter, and I'm going, man, this kid is a special kid. He was straightforward on how the year went. He talked about the things he thought the program needed to get back on focus, to be in an elite team again. And I respected what he said, and I looked forward, you know, to watching his actions as opposed to just listening to his words, and he's backed it up. His work ethic, his competitiveness in practice, he's pushing his teammates to be better. He's lived it, and that's why he's wearing the captain's C for us and being our captain. First 2 years with them, and I think he's going to be an outstanding player for us this year, and he's going to line himself up for a pretty good, chance to have a great career in the NHL after.
Yeah, and for you, Tony, you've got a chance now to just concentrate on Wisconsin hockey. When you first came in, you had to get your degree. Your second year, you're coaching the U.S. Olympic team, and now you can focus on this program and keep moving it forward. Not that you had an eye away from it, but you certainly can concentrate
there
more
were certain challenges
yeah.
in my first couple years here. The good thing is I had Mark and my brother Donnie the first year. Last year I had Mark and Mark. We got Shane Connolly on board. This year we got Brad Winchester on board. So those guys are plenty capable of handling it when I, when I had to miss time and things like that. But this year for me, it's more relaxing, more comfortable with the kids because a lot of them are our recruits now that are in the program, and it really feels like our team. It feels like the identity of how we're going to play and how we're going to act and all that stuff is what we feel really good about right now. So it's exciting. Like I said, and we've talked about a lot in the first couple of weeks of practice, is we're young, and that young brings a lot of excitement because you're not real sure how it's going to play out. But the one thing that I do know about these group of kids is they're going to play hard. They're going to battle. They got a great commitment to our program, to each other. And the inexperience, leads to a little bit of unpredictability on what kind of results it's going to lead to. But I think that part makes it that much more exciting to see how this team's going to grow and get better as we move along.
Yep. Badgers open the regular season this weekend at the Kohl Center against Boston College. More with Tony Granato here in just a moment.
A pulse felt by one sends a ripple felt by some. A shiver felt by many, until it amplifies, magnifies into a tremor that electrifies. Badgers everywhere, moving as one, tilting the world on its axis.
Well, every successful hockey team, it starts from the goal out, and the Badgers have 3 goaltenders they're going to rely on this season. Junior Jack Barry, freshman Daniel Lebedev, and junior Johan Blomqvist has only seen action in 2 regular season games in his career, but we've seen Jack be really good at times, and I'm hoping he's really good a lot this season.
Yeah, he battled through a back injury towards the end of last year, had that fixed up over the summer. His training's gone really well. First month of practices have gone really well. He feels better. And I think he's gained confidence in himself. Last year was a weird year. We brought in Kyle Hayton to be our starter, and Jack kind of had the backup role. And then, he got thrown in at different times. We tried to get him to be a starter for part of the season there. And he was a little bit more inconsistent than he was the previous year. But I think as players and whatever position you're in, you grow and you learn from your experiences. And I think he's matured and in a good position mentally to be ready for a big year for us. And you talked about Daniel Lebedev, a freshman that comes in, a bigger goalie, more of an NHL-looking goalie from his position, the way he plays the game. He's young, and looking forward to getting him into some action early too, and watching him grow as a goaltender for us as well.
Yeah, you've got a very interesting schedule to start out too. 15 of your first 16 opponents are ranked in the top 20 of the U.S. College Hockey Online poll, and it starts with Boston College, a team that's missed the NCAA tournament each of the last 2 years, but Jerry York has a lot of fine young talent, a good goaltender in Joseph Wall. This is a tricky way to start the year.
And that's great, and that's what our fans want. That's what we want as coaches. That's what our players want. We want to play against top teams, and if you look at the schedule, Denver, North Dakota, Michigan Tech, you go to Clarkson, so I think, what is it, 29 of our 34 games are against top-ranked teams. Yeah. So that's exciting for us. It's, a challenge that we're looking forward to. And I think the great way to start Boston College is a young team with tons and tons of talent. They got a lot of high draft picks on it. They got a lot of great skating players on it. So it should be an exciting weekend of hockey to start our year off.
All right, and I think fans might be looking at us standing at Camp Randall Stadium and wondering, is Tony going to announce something about an outdoor game soon? Any chance that might happen?
We're working on it. So, I mean, that's exciting. We've had the 3 of them that have all been great draws and success, and exciting for our fans and players. And we're hoping to add one to the schedule sometime soon. And as administrators and coaches and as an athletic program, we're looking to make the athletes' experience be exciting. And if we could do it once every 4 years, get a game in Camp Randall or Lambeau or Miller Park or somewhere like that, would be exciting for everybody.
All right. Have a great year.
Thank you, Bye.
Sure.
Appreciate
That's
it.
Badgers head coach Tony Granato. Wisconsin opens the regular season this weekend against Boston College. Both games start at 7 o'clock at the Kohl Center. Tickets available, 1-800-GO-BADGERS, or go to UW-Badgers.com. You can listen on the Badgers Sports Network and the iHeartRadio app. And Rob Andringa joins me Friday. We'll be on Fox Sports Wisconsin at 7 o'clock for you on TV. So for Tony Granato, Jay Williams, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.